What's up, guys? So, there has been a bunch of stuff going on this weekend. In case you didn't know, I do have a lot of videos to get out, and you will recognize that I sound different. And it's mostly because I am finally moved into my new computer setup and my new office. There's literally nothing on the walls, so there's like a really awkward echo in this room. So I will have to get some acoustic foams, and there's just like a lot of stuff I'm trying to work into. So I did order a new microphone because honestly, I don't think this Blue Yeti is gonna fit the room anymore, just because it's gonna echo a lot and I sound really weird. It's like I'm really distant, but the microphone is maybe like, I don't know, like less than a foot in front of me, right next to my computer monitor. But for some reason, the audio is just very strange. And I also want to apologize for the late video today. I had to do some stuff in the morning, and I had to also go to my college class. So since a lot of people want to see events in the afternoon, I guess I can do Matsuri challenge or something. A lot of people have been also asking me if I could do Matsuri challenge and record it, because I often go against a lot of subscribers, a lot of fans. So in order to appreciate you guys more, I will be trying to give that. So on top of being in this new computer, if you guys want to check out what my new setup is, go to the description of the video and look for the kit, or it's gonna say setup and it's gonna link you to a website called kit.com. I found it from Tech Sources videos, and it's pretty cool the way they show you, or you can like kind of have your own kit. So you can go over there, check out all the computer parts as well as like the accessories I have. I did order like a mod mic microphone so it could go into my sound card. I hear mixed feelings about the mod mic, but honestly, it's honestly seems like the best option for me to do without getting one of those fancy studio recording microphones and an audio mixer. So for now, we're gonna go with this. Now, yesterday, if you guys did miss the Sunday stream, I did manage to get rank 7 battle armor, which just looks freaking amazing. Honestly, like all the rank 7s look really cool. I'm pretty much done with the battle armor completely, so I don't have to focus on this. I will go towards refines as well as purifies. Also, as far as the background noise goes, my computer does get, I guess, like, I don't know, for me it's not loud, but I'm pretty sure the microphone will pick it up. The computer is rocking with about 8 fans, so there is a lot of cooling going on. And honestly, I've just been enjoying the computer. For now, I'm sticking with one monitor because my second monitor was defective, and I will just wait for the new ASUS 240Hz to come out. So the game will look, I guess, visually better. A lot of people said on the stream it does look nicer, and that's mostly because I'm not on the mini client anymore, and I'm on just the actual Google Chrome. And to me, the game looks phenomenal right now. I mean, all the colors on this 4K IPS screen just look really beautiful. So honestly, hopefully you guys do like it. And pretty much just really liking to improve my setup. My apologies, but I forgot, since the biggest problem I have on this new computer is basically I cannot record with XSplit through the client source because the new mini client is awful. It doesn't scale right, and it just doesn't let me get the source of it. So I have to use the window region, and basically whatever happens on this computer is going to go on the videos. So I'm trying to, close all the programs and just make sure nothing goes in between. But honestly, I never played on the full screen game. It's funny or not, I had the mini client since beta or whatever. When they had the before the game even came out, and they had their little beta thing or whatever, I had the freaking downloadable client from there. And I've just been using it on my old laptop. Everything is flawless. So, and going on here, I just don't have the download link anymore. So I'm sticking out with the web browser. But honestly, everything looks a lot nicer. The first time in my life I've seen the full survival trial screen, because I always see, in my videos, you guys always saw the bottom part of it, never the actual top. So it's an interesting experience. But I'm really glad with this rank 7 battle armor. I was going to take off the transformation, so might as well just block it out for this. And just so you can check out the video. So on the stream yesterday, everyone did tell me to go Fire Main. So we're giving Fire Main a try, as well as with this lineup. Pretty much just doing Sage Naruto and just, Danzo Iruka. Even though Sage Naruto doesn't get any sort of boost, I do really like Danzo's barrier, his immobilized chase, and his standard attack. He's a very solid support. So overall, I do enjoy that. But there's a lot of stuff to do. And a lot of stuff to talk about as well. So let us just go into some things. Now, being Monday, we do have ourselves a summoning rebate. So don't you worry, we will be doing the rebate. I do have a ton of scrolls saved up. About 162, so we'll go through 100 of those. And honestly, at this point, I'm saving all my points towards the King of Hell summon. Been trying it on an Agador's account, and I must say it's really nice. So who knows? Maybe I can get lucky and pull some fragments, or maybe even pull the King of Hell. I am probably at least, I guess, 600 summoning scrolls in. When I first hit level 50, there's a video of me doing 400. And then, like, I guess over time, I did the summoning rebate like twice or 3 times already. So I'm a lot of scrolls into this, you know. I'm a lot of scrolls into this. So I really don't look forward to Karen because I never have any teams that use it. But King of Hell is a beast. So let us go into this. You know, I don't even know when my last rare is, but we will do all 100 and then all the rebate scrolls. Hoping to just get, you know, just a lot of points at this point. I just need to get like around 288,000 points to get myself the King of Hell. So we get Katsuyu as well as Lightning Tiger fragments, which get converted into points. So at this point, you know, I have to expect points. And, you know, I really, really would love to just get a King of Hell or even the fragments. That would be pretty amazing. But when it comes to, I guess, YouTube at this point, so I'm trying to adjust myself on a new computer. I can finally stop using Camtasia because when it came to my other laptop, for some reason, Adobe Premiere would not work. So I did get Adobe Premiere on my new computer, and I did get the Creative Cloud license for the entire year. Just because honestly, like getting a new computer, I don't want to, you know, download software from all these, you know, other sites. So I'd rather just go ahead and, you know, try our Creative Cloud and finally get a feel of how the newest programs are. Honestly, like I've been using Photoshop for a very long time, and the Creative Cloud 2017 Photoshop, so it's a lot more advanced, but I didn't look into any new features. So Duplicate Demon Fox. As well as this video, it's kind of going to be all over the place because I'm still trying to give you guys an update as far as everything goes. And I think we have to do 2 more multis, and then I think that's enough for the entire 100. So unfortunately, it doesn't seem like we're going to get ourselves any King of Hell frags, but we are getting a lot of points. And even though summoning runes do give a decent amount of power, after I guess like level 6 runes, it just starts getting too expensive. And that's kind of the reason why the runes just in general fall off. But let us check this out. So I did get 100, and I will be able to use up these scrolls. So you do get about, I think, you get about enough scrolls for 2 multis or something like that. Let me just double check. Where would it be at this point? Okay, so we have ourselves, yeah, I guess we can do about like 2 multis and 2 or 3 singles, something like that. So let's give it a try. 2 more multis from the 7 days, because they will expire in a week anyway. So you do have to use up the rebate right after you get it. But on the bright side, it's 2 more multis closer to the next one. Unfortunately, I don't think we got like any. Yeah, we're still pretty far away from everything else. Let me just double check to see how many are left exactly. 1 more scroll, so 1 more 7 day, and then I am stacking towards the next 100 rebate, which I hope to have enough. You know, I haven't been buying summoning scrolls, just been getting them from events, but I can't wait. So let us go. Let's actually check out how much we got. So points wise, I don't know. I had like 100k, maybe, I don't know. I think I got like around 20k to 10k summoning points, and the rest will be in runes, which we will just redeem them. So we're at about 120k now. Until I get all the points needed for the King of Hell, I won't plan on actually redeeming them. Mostly for the reason that there's just, you know, what if I just pull the King of Hell right as soon as I'm about to get all the runes needed for 300k? And that's pretty much the reason why I would just suggest wait until you have all the points and then start buying frags. Luckily for me, I've bought at least like four golden summons throughout the entire shop. So it would have put me closer to King of Hell, but surprisingly, I never pulled those summons that I got. You know, up until this day, after like, what is it, 600, 700 summoning scrolls, I still didn't pull a Dog of Hell. I did manage to pull a Lightning Tiger King 1 time, and I did have to get him from the shop. I also actually think I still didn't get a Flood Dragon, and I got that one from the shop. And I'm not sure who else was the other summon, but I did get 4 summons in total. It feels so strange doing videos on this new setup. especially because I got a mechanical keyboard from Corsair. It is very loud, so I try to avoid typing because it will sound like gunshots are coming off. And as far as the mouse goes, I really just like that's the reason why I got a sound card built into my computer. And the motherboard has a pretty good onboard sound system, but everybody told me sound cards are a lot better. And at this point, I'm just trying to get myself a microphone that can properly work with it because the actual software for the ASUS Strix is very good. They have like noise cancellation and another feature for the microphone. So with a proper microphone, hoping the mod mic is good, I can probably get some better audio quality and then finally mess with my stuff. So I did get 100 or 30k extra coins from redeeming all the runes. So I need about like 134k until I get the King of Hell, so I can't wait till I get that. But honestly, no rush at this point. I mean, it is really expensive, but it's a very strong summon. I must say I loved it every time I used it. So definitely do enjoy the King of Hell over all the other summons. And it's just we don't really have Guy's Tortoise at this point. So you're kind of stuck with the stupid chameleon until this guy comes into events, which is pretty good. I mean, he hits more targets than the King of Hell, except doesn't poison. So in a PvP fight, you probably do still use King of Hell, but in a Great Ninja War scenario, you could do Guy's Tortoise. But that concludes the summoning rebate. All the other stuff I wanted to say was basically about, this new computer and how I want to do other games. So I will still do, Naruto, Bleach. I still have to make up a lot of videos. But I'm basically going to record everything on my new computer. So I will have to adjust to getting the videos out, but I will try my best. And just when it comes to other games, I did get Overwatch on Saturday, so I did kind of do a little bit of Overwatch after the stream yesterday. But I think the way I'm going to do it is this. I will pretty much plan to do other games on Twitch, which you can get my Twitch link in the description of the video as well. I mean, all the links you ever need about me are pretty much in the description of the video, in case you guys don't check. And then I will probably just, stream other games on Twitch. And when I stream on Twitch, I'll just post a video on YouTube saying, head over to my Twitch channel, I'm live right now. And then if anything happens on the Twitch streams, I guess I will just, either upload the highlights of the stream onto YouTube. And, this way actually gives me more practice for video editing because I just don't enjoy video editing. Never enjoyed video editing in my life over the course of the few years. I love graphic design. Graphic design is always really good. When it came to video editing, I just did not like to mess with that stuff. But, I kind of need to get into that, because it's kind of embarrassing, at least for me. I love to do YouTube, but I'm just, I don't know, I guess like mediocre when it comes to edits. So I guess I really want to get better. So I will try to get highlights from my gaming streams. And that's pretty much the main reason why I wanted to do it. So if I do stream, it will be on Twitch, and I will either let everybody in the Discord know and upload to YouTube. There's really not a set schedule, and I still have to kind of work on my channel art for Twitch and all these other things. So yeah, it's far from a set schedule at this point. But I'll try to do at least I'll do Twitch streams on Saturdays for other games. So Saturdays will be a Naruto Online video, and then I'll bring you guys other games on Twitch. Hopefully you guys show up for that. And I guess on Sundays I will do my typical Naruto Online streams, and maybe after the stream, if I have time, we can head over to Twitch and I'll stream there. Pretty much just don't want to do other games on YouTube, I guess, because my channel is gonna be stuck with anime games and stuff like that, which I have no problem. I still like Naruto Online. I can't wait for Fairy Tail. Still like Bleach. So I really can't wait for that, but I definitely think I should, try to get some kind of audience on Twitch. And Twitch is just better for other games. Now, as far as my plans for other games, I don't really have anything besides Overwatch, what I just kind of got into on the PC. And I do want to, do a Resident Evil 7 stream. I did enjoy the Outland stream I did on Halloween. And doing the Resident Evil 7 stream is going to be scary. I think Resident Evil 7 is actually scarier than the first Outlast. So I really do think that game is going to be pretty scary. No idea when I'll do it though, because unlike Outlast being a 5-hour game, Resident Evil 7 is like almost probably a 20-hour game. So I really don't know how I'll be able to do that. We'll probably try to do like a long stream on a Saturday, I guess. But still not sure which Saturday. So we'll see about that. I really don't know. But as far as any other game, people have been telling me to get into, like, I don't know, like survival games and all these other things. Honestly, I wouldn't mind trying it out. But like I said, that's probably going to be towards mostly the Twitch side of things. And on top of that, the only game I pretty much did play on my laptop before I got this computer was CSGO. So I guess I'll just try to do more Twitch streaming is what I'm trying to say when it comes to this. So the audio setup is the last thing I have to work on. This lineup actually does pretty bad against the cat. Mainly because Sage Naruto is the only source of damage for this thing. We'll definitely say, switch Danzo out for maybe like Anoki, and then at least put like Dragon Flame Jutsu instead of the Genjutsu barrier. It will probably slightly improve your damage for the cat, but you do want to do more damage so you can get more coins. And that's like pretty much to address a lot of questions people have been asking. I have to repeat myself a lot of times, but I guess might as well just go over it. So people have been asking, yes, level 85 is the cap for us right now. Don't look at China because they're two years ahead of us, so their game goes up to 105, and it will take us a long time before we get up to 105. Yes, you can also stack experience past level 85, so you don't have to worry about, falling behind. You can pretty much be level 85 and get level 90 when they increase the cap day one. Because as of this point, I think I have like 400% XP. So that should get me level 89. And then with all the main plot instance quests I'll unlock, that will get me level 90. So it's very nice to stack experience. No idea if it goes past level 90 though. Another thing is when it comes to treasures, I would say skip the regular treasures, the sage, what is it? It's not even sage treasures, is it? What are the regular trash treasures? I don't know. I think they're just called ninja treasures. So ignore ninja treasures, ignore Tendo treasures, and ignore Sage Naruto treasures. Honestly, the only thing good from that treasure is Sage Naruto, and you do have a 33% chance to pull him for every 60 scrolls. If you're lucky enough, you could pull Sage Naruto as your first rare, and that would be all you really need. Otherwise, stick to the Kage's treasure, or just wait until, the Jinchuriki treasures come out, which, when Roshi does come out, I do plan to get him first day. I have about 160 seal scrolls, and you need around 200 to 300, so 300 seal scrolls should get it, and he's pretty much the cheapest, and I would say the most efficient super rare ninja you can get. For his price, he definitely holds up to the endgame in China. And Dragon Flame honestly did not improve my damage like I thought it would. So we will stick with this lineup. I guess I won't do Survival Trial today, because Survival Trial doesn't change. We'll just go into Matsuri Challenge. Hopefully get ourselves some good fights. I have to do team instances. So team instances, you can only do it a maximum of 25 times a week. You have 5 friend chances and then 20 chances for the entire week. Yes, the Brothers Farewell is the hardest team instance currently until I guess level 90 cap comes out. Then they have more power requirements. And another thing you should realize is that ninja tools often, you shouldn't base them off of color, because there are certain gold ninja tools that are better than reds, and that is the reason why you don't want to mess up and throw away one of these golds, because they are better than the red ninja tools. And it's not really about the color, but about the base stats. So check the basic stats, not these strengthens. You want to look at the basic attributes, so 50 ninjutsu, 40 resistance. It's a lot of things to take into account. And also this new 5 natures. So you basically want to match up the 5 nature runes on the side. I have not been doing that because I'm still missing 2 ninja tools, and I have never seen a red rune drop. So either this is not even in the game, or it is, I don't know. I don't even think this is in the game, to be honest, because you're supposed to only get this from the Uchiha Hard instance, but I've never seen it one time. So I'm guessing it's not even implemented in the game. But these are the true red ninja tools, and they're just so strong compared to the others. Like I said, matching natures are a lot better, and if you click this little book here, it will show you what you need to do as far as the bonuses. So I would really say to focus on attack, ninjutsu, life. You could go for everything to keep it balanced. It really depends what you're doing. So let us go into Matsuri and see who we come up against. I'm just honestly hoping I don't get molested. And there's just a lot of ninjas and stuff. Oh man, I'm so unprepared for this. So if I take an L, I take an L because I really am not prepared for this. Let me see what I can go for. So Hedon, I don't know why I'm keeping Hedon, to be honest. He's really good, but my main team is going to be Danzo, Sage Naruto, Iruka. So Hashirama, Sailor Sakura, Great Ninja War 1010. I guess I can get Jiraiya into this. And then in order to benefit, I guess, who else can we get? I might as well just throw in a May, honestly. I don't know, it really doesn't matter to me. Kind of need my two main focus teams to actually win it. But let's just see. So I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure this is how it was originally. If I did mess up, you know, I will find out when I lose. So we have ourselves Sage Naruto. And he's still really good, you know, he still holds up his value. You know, the funny thing is, I think it was last Friday, I didn't record Matsuri because I was super busy, but I came into Matsuri without one ninja that was needed for my formation. And the funniest thing was, with just like all random and bad teams, I still managed to win all 5 fights in Matsuri without having like any proper main team. So we got ourselves our first opponent, Server 21 Ru. I pretty much... Alright, so let's see, what is this? I do plan to use Genjutsu Mirror. He does recognize me. I do have... Wait, what? I was on auto? Oh, shit. I forgot I was on auto. Okay. Okay, that was my fault. I forgot to take that off. But Ru seems to recognize me. We should... You know, I should probably tell people... Alright. You know, I don't know if I should tell people they're on YouTube, honestly. I don't know, you know, a lot of people enjoy it. It's honestly nice to see these kind of messages when people always, you know, talk to me during Matsuri. It's honestly like one of the few times I'm able to interact with people. But damn, you know, that Lightning Main just like, what? I don't know. The thing I don't know why anymore, but Sage Naruto's clone seems so weak. I remember before Kage Treasures, Sage Naruto's clone was a tank. Like, he was a freaking boss. But now the Sage Naruto clone is super weak for some reason. I don't know why. It's honestly just not holding up. So he's not running Root of the Warrior, which is honestly unfortunate. Root is definitely one of the most overpowered passives for the Lightning Main. And he does have three swordsmans with Mifune boosting 3 swordsmen, so it would have worked out nicely. I must say that the battle power boost I got from rank 7 armor was honestly not the greatest if you're talking about like ingots to power gain. But the refine stats were honestly very good. I did get about like, I guess 300 to like 400 initiative more. Actually, now I see at the top, it says if you win battles, you might face harder opponents. But I'm fighting people lower level. Like, what is this? So against a regular Hedon Great Ninja or Kankuro Water Main, it is safe enough to... we could interrupt. There's really nobody to interrupt at this point. But we could save the Genjutsu Mirror for the second round. Oh, against that... Welcome, Sage. See, like, I want to tell people they're on the video, but maybe they'll just watch the video and be like, wow, he was actually recording Matsuri. So let's just... I'm really interested to see what the reactions are going to be. Really, you know, it really sucks that you have to face lower levels of Matsuri. They say it's based on power. It's supposed to be cross-server. I fight a lot of people from my actual server. And it's just really a mess what they do. I don't know what's going on with Matsuri at this point. But this team, it's honestly really solid, but it's not really anything special. So when it comes to... I really don't like this keyboard, but I do like it. So when it comes to recording and streaming, this keyboard is really loud. But, you know, mechanical keyboards are really good. And you can see at the top, right? Since you won the battles, you might encounter players on a higher level than yours. Now, this is where I get fucked. I can see it. I see me fighting a Susanoo Sasuke. Like, I swear, watch. Let's see. Okay, nope, I was wrong. Honestly, it makes me realize that I probably will fight one. So, let's see. I think that's Sasuke in the second spot, right? Yes, so we can't interrupt him. No problem right there. Honestly, playing on the browser looks a lot nicer. You know, there's like this kind of backsplash. Whole game looks a lot cleaner. not used to this. It's like a level of luxury I did not unlock yet. So I guess I'll just stop using the mini client because, you know, at least the new mini client is garbage. Does not work. So apart from the new mini client, I do plan to stick to the browser and just do my videos this way. Ends up looking a lot nicer. I do have a bunch of videos to get out, so I have to get out a Bleach Online video, a Bleach Brave Souls, Naruto Blazing, which like I was trying to get a video out for Blazing for a month. I started Naruto Blazing at about like the new year, so it was like probably like this week last month. You know, it's definitely been a month where I'm like, yeah, I'm supposed to get that Naruto Blazing video, still unable to get it out, so it's my fault. Just really having a hard time managing time, I guess. And I do have a bunch of great Ninja War fights prepared for you guys. Now I will talk about the replay feature because I think the video that had the replay feature was deleted, so people don't know about it, and that's why people were asking like, how come you have 0 chakra in the great Ninja War fights? So that was a replay. I will be showing you. That's pretty much going to be the last thing I show on this video, and I think I addressed everything I wanted to say. So now we're fighting pretty much a mirror image formation, the exact same thing. I have higher initiative though, so let us see. Alright, so the ultimate BM is to interrupt Iruka. Actually, interrupt Fire Main? I don't know, nah. Because he's gonna wait for me to use Genjutsu Mirror. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna wait for me to use Genjutsu Mirror. So it's gonna be, let's see who bites first. The goal would be, oh, okay, I got freaking outslowed. So, yeah. Now I have to wait for after. Maybe get my Genjutsu Mirror. I should probably save it though. Yeah, I should save it. Because I have the Danzo barrier on my side, so it's actually not a problem. But I've been noticing that these Sage Naruto clones are just not as durable as they used to be. I don't know, maybe he got like some kind of secret nerf. Then we go after his Sage Naruto and my Sage Naruto. I hope the equipment are alright, because I honestly just did not check it out. And then the immobilized chase from Danzo is just super good. That's the reason why we really have to stick with him. Onoki would give you the double attack, so it's definitely not a problem. Danzo's Izanagi is also another good utility for the team. But honestly, the Fire Main is still really strong, and people just overlook him because he's not the same Fire Main anymore. Now, his Genjutsu Mirroring Vision is really solid, and I run him mostly as a support, but the new standard does a fair amount of damage as well. Alright, so I will just use it this round, just in case, you know, for whatever reason. I guess to prevent Iruka from getting put to sleep. And, you know, that's what it comes down to in this game. Its initiative is more important, or pretty much all the refine stats are more important than your actual base stats. And then we have our, you know, refresh. So this is going to be the last fight of the Matsuri. Hopefully it's something good. You know, something not extraordinary. You know, I'm really not trying to take an L to Susanoo Sasuke or something. Because I always manage to go up against the super rares. But the one time I record this thing, there is no super rares in sight. It's really weird. And I do have, I think, like 9 tails in 20 minutes. So I'm not sure when you guys will get the video out. Adobe Premiere didn't test it out on a regular video yet because I had to basically re-render the stream last night. Because my internet crashed like halfway through the stream. So it was like really messed up. So I had to download the stream and then basically cut it out and then render it. So it wasn't actually that. It was actually not that bad rendering through Adobe Premiere. But I haven't tried a regular video. It should be a lot faster than my laptop though, so I'm happy. You know, I pretty much got a computer that can handle a lot of, I guess, you know, a good amount of productivity. I need something for gaming, streaming. We have to go up against a Cursed Hedon. Oh boy. Alright, so the ultimate way to counter Cursed Hedon is basically with this Genjutsu Mirror. So, if you guys don't know, this will prevent tags, and it will clear all the tags. So, we will wait for this. And then Mifune in the front row is gonna get demolished. Now, the thing that worries me is he might be running the Acupuncture on the Lightning Main. So I'm not sure what. I will probably wait for after Hedon to go, and then just give it a try. Or actually, he's not even mysterying, is he? Okay, he's mysterying now, so we'll mystery. And hopefully, just in case, I guess, We actually didn't need to do that, but that was just in case he did do the acupuncture. So now we basically can't get impaled and the clone. That's pretty much the easiest way to counter these cursed Hedons, is get some sort of immunities and stuff. So he was actually running the Calm Mind. And he actually was running the acupuncture, so that was a very good call. Then we just easily kill Hedon next round. It doesn't really matter about Mifune too much. He does take off all the shields, so he is very good. But you know, once you take out Hedon in this kind of formation, the biggest problem is the Izanagi. That's going to be a kind of an issue when it does come out. And he targets the Fire Main, which is a very interesting choice, I guess. I would have just targeted Sage Naruto anyway, because he would have gotten immobilized even after my Rasen Shuriken. But that's a interesting call. And then Curse Hedon still, you know, very close to killing them. So we just have to kill Hedon. Next round is good for him. He can Izanagi Hedon, and Hedon just self-impales. But then the refresh comes out. Okay, so 2 people managed to be good sports about it. You know, didn't really talk to anybody else. But it was all fun. Okay, so now let us go into the replay feature. So in case you guys don't know how to access this, you can go into a private message with somebody or just group channel. Type replay. Now you will see this kind of blue screen up top. The first option will basically show you the last fight. So if you press it, you will see the last fight. It will stay here until you close it out. I believe the 4th option closes it out. So the first fight will just literally show you what happened in the last fight you were in. Then the second option is basically what saves it. So you can save this replay file anywhere, and you know, you just go to the desktop, save it, and you will have this fight on file. Then you have yourself the third option, which basically loads the replay. So you can load any other replay that you saved. Pressing this one will basically reload this fight, and it basically puts me right back into it. The 4th option closes this menu, and then the 5th one, I think it just like speeds up the battle, so it goes into ×2. I'm not sure exactly what the 5th option does, but the first 3 I do know, and the 4th one closes it out. So I think like the 5th option just keeps speeding it up, because now it's going even faster than I thought it would. So that's pretty much the replay feature. Try to cover a lot of things. It's great to be on a new computer. It really feels nice to finally have a high performance beast. Like I said, everything you guys need to find about me is in the description of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I will try to get a video out tomorrow. No idea what. Maybe I'll get out, you know, another Great Ninja War fight. Who knows? I have a bunch of those replays saved. Still on my other laptop though. I didn't actually transfer a lot of stuff on this computer. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the new setup. Trying to put more effort into my videos. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.